My name is Jordan Pacelli Everett. I'm a senior program manager at the Center for Civic and Public Policy Improvement. I want to speak to you about a few of the benefits of right to counsel for tenants facing eviction that have been proven to be effective in other parts of the country. So far, 15 cities and 3 states have established right to counsel for tenants. And we have been meeting with housing advocates in many of these jurisdictions to learn from them. 84% of New York City tenants remained in their homes after right to counsel was passed. 93% of Cleveland tenants avoided an eviction on their record. When an eviction occurs, everything is at stake for an individual or a family. And with them comes increased government spending. Establishing eviction right to counsel will save the county money by reducing strain on public services, including homeless shelter costs, unsheltered homelessness costs, and public spending on healthcare and foster care, just to name a few examples. Funding right to counsel can reduce the long-lasting costs.
Thank you, ma'am. Your time is up.
With evictions.
Thank you for coming. It's a very important item. I think it'll pass. Thank you.
Next is Speaker 36, Julio Orduña of Texas Housers, speaking in person on item 382. You have 1 minute.
Good afternoon, Judge and Commissioners. I'm Julio Orduña, Regional Director with Texas Housers. I have observed eviction hearings since the beginning of the pandemic, and honestly, once you get into the triple digits, the shock value wears off, but the frustration of witnessing these injustices does not. $4 million is not enough to cover all of Harris County, not even for a year. It is the tip of the iceberg and a step in the right direction, but leaves many tenants without access to any type of balance to this justice. This initial investment is accessing to justice, and we urge you continue adding to the funding in the next year. I have witnessed the power imbalance and the difference legal representatives make for tenants. I've watched lawyers make sense of what a tenant could not articulate in legal jargon. The presence of a lawyer helped a justice of the peace understand that an elderly lady was being incorrectly forced out of her home, and this heirship issue should have been filed in probate courts. The presence of a lawyer helped negotiate a longer move out for a resident. The presence of a lawyer helped settle the payment plan. We need to make sure that we are taking care of all of our tenants, our constituents. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Speaker 37, Jay Malone, speaking also on item 382. You have 1 minute. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. My name is Jay Malone. I'm speaking here on behalf of the 92 unions of the Texas Gulf Coast Area Labor Federation. I'm speaking on item 382. In the last 2 years, union members have knocked over 40,000 doors to get out the word about legal aid and rental assistance, and hosted 21 mass application events in collaboration with the offices of Commissioner Ellis, Commissioner Garcia, and also with the county judge's office. We thank you for all of that because we were able to help over 7,000 working families together to stay in their homes. In so many ways, things are worse than when we started 2 years ago, though. Our courts today are factories of human suffering. We're thankful that the county is planning to approve an historic $4 million investment in legal aid, but in light of the budget crisis, I'm here to encourage you to go further. Allocate funds to establish an eviction right to counsel in our courts. We estimate that every dollar you put into legal aid will result in $10 in savings for the county, and this is critical to keep working families during this crisis. Thank you.